what do you hope to do to it that will somehow improve it, if that's the right way to say it?
You know, we've been discussing what year 2 is. I mean, it's been kind of a whirlwind. We've shown this thing in addition to every single scope in the whole season. We've also brought it to Split, Croatia. We brought it to France. We brought it to London. You know, we're in negotiations about bringing it to DC, California. I mean, we've got a pretty full schedule going on, and the one thing we're trying to figure out.
Do they support you when they ask you to come? Are they giving you support?
We're getting just enough support to get ourselves there. They're putting us up, but it's not. It's there's a lot of out-of-pocket expense, as you know, when you're just traveling. And
I mean, this may sound naive, but how does one make this a business?
I mean, right now it's a labor of love, and we're trying to figure out ways without, you know, part of our, you know, we have a manifesto where we're like, PAM will never sell out.
Right.
And PAM has not sold out, but it's like, how do we engage? And you know, we've talked with various advisors where they're like, oh, you can engage an advertising model, you can have, you know, why don't you charge a membership fee, you know, and it's like, you know, no, that would break it, that would break the energy that's around it. But we still want to, you know, and we have 30%. We've had a lot of artists say like, look, you know, I'm the token video artist at an art gallery, you know, yeah, I got this gallery, but they don't sell my work. How can you guys help me sell?
You're providing a very, very wonderful resource for a lot of video artists for whom sales are a kind of a very nebulous opportunity. They don't. It's not static work that you can just you buy and look at, hang on the wall. You know, I mean, video art is. It has to be an experience if it's done right, and few people have the space or the time or the inclination to run a video 24 hours. You know, I mean,
the interesting thing about video, I mean, you can look at video 10 years ago where, you know, there were the plasma screens that there are today. Video now isn't functioning in that kind of sculptural space, the console that TVs used to be set into. Now it's more video functions in painting space. So, you know, I go to more and more homes of collectors where they're, you know, you see the wall, you go into their house and they have all this beautiful art all over the place, beautiful painting or wallpaper or whatever, and then you see the screen sitting on the wall and it's off and it's just this empty black space. And I always go like, why don't you have something going on there? I mean, even, you know, just something to fill.
Well, they might,
space.
But they turn it off, right?
No, but most of the time they don't. They are not video collectors.
Oh, I see.
You know, it's just a device.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, how much is a plasma screen, really? You know, a couple grand. You know, for somebody, you know, for some of these people, that's, you know, a walk in the park.
Sure.
And, you know, so it's like, yeah, it's got moving parts. And
it seems a negligible investment for even the budding collector of video art.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an essential screening device, and and then they could create their own sort of PAM.
Well, and that's where PAM, you know, that's a side of where maybe we're thinking, you know, like, how can we create a consumer application for it? And, you know, but mainly we're just concentrating on the artists right now because we feel that's what the project's all about. That's what we want to support. You know, we're trying to support the artists, get them together. And trying, you know, it's an archive.
Do you continue to work as a curator in some sort of institution?
I've never been an institutional curator.
Okay.
I've been always an independent outsider.
So you had a great sort of a coterie of artists from whom you could draw and build the site.
Scope has been you know, a very key factor in that. I mean, Alex, again, like I said in the beginning, he's put his full love and devotion behind, you know, not only the greater CinemaScope program, but PAM, where encouraging the galleries to submit and really getting behind it all to, you know, get their artists involved. And then in addition, Raphael Shirley, you know, she worked at Namjoon Pike Studios for 6 years, one of the only women to work for Namjoon. Aaron Miller is Gary Hill's assistant and teaches at Alfred University, where, you know, they're pumping out some of the best young, you know, video new media artist on earth, and same thing with Chris Borkowski working up in Buffalo. And
you're here.
I'm here, Chris is here, Raphael is here.
Okay.
And Aaron's still teaching up.
Now, is CinemaScope still the parent sort of, or the umbrella for PAM?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
and
okay.
like we have two, in addition to, because PAM is its own thing, but, it's like, because the rules are so light, I guess you can say, sometimes to, we have a lot of curators, institutional curators come to us and say, like, oh,
It's been a really interesting being able to collect
these artists, and it's like, well, we're selecting, but we're just being very easy on it. It's like if it's not the best piece of work, it's still a piece of art, but it's all in the eye of the beholder. There's stuff in the box that I personally don't like, but I see time and time and time again people going to and clicking on and watching the entire thing on, and then seeing somebody else go and play it again, and it's just like, I don't like that video, and I've got a very strong opinion, and it's, so it's like, who's to say 20 years from now, what is the important work? Who are the important artists? Right now, I'm just like, I'm just gathering and trying to get it before that video artist stops making video art, because all of a sudden his paintings take off.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.